Hello Poke People, and back to another episode of Pokemon Card Chronicles. Today taking a look at another theme deck, and hot off the heels of completing Fossil, it's now time to look at a theme deck from Fossil, of which there are two, and this one is Lockdown. Before we get started, I just want to say how psyched I am to get this. As a kid, I loved Fossil even back then. It's still one of my favorite sets from the original Wizard of the Coast era. And I wanted these theme decks so bad, but I never got them. And now finally, at age 16, I finally get what I've always wanted. But anyways, let's take a look and see what this bad boy's got for us. Minty fresh. So, put the power in your hand with the Pokemon trading card game. I love these old things. Shut down your opponent's offense with the Lockdown deck and attack at will. In this box you'll find 60 cards, 1 Pokemon coin, 10 damage counters, and 1 rulebook. And then you got all the other good stuff. And as you can see on there, Lapras is one of the main Pokemon here, and we'll be looking at that. And apparently, this is an advanced level deck, so yeah, pretty cool. And of course you got Magmar on the front looking awesome. Just like the man said, you have your rulebook, and I remember from another theme deck I had one like this, and this is version 3. I think I had the original version actually, so I apparently had an old theme deck, a very old theme deck. And then you can even see on the inside where you can send off for cool stuff. And I think this would be actually a pretty good read just for, historical stuff, and it's all, not terribly out of date, but pretty cool on the back there, talking about jungle and all that. Then of course you have a card list, which is kind of funny because back then there was all of 3 sets to keep track of. You got the whole jungle, fossil, and of course on the back, this is where I always looked and gazed at the theme decks I never had. And the favorites of mine were the fossil ones. But that is actually pretty cool, very nostalgic for me. And the other thing you get is an awesome looking coin here, and the coins are just not as cool as this. You got Aerodactyl on there, which is awesome, and then on the back you've got kind of a blue sort of background, so really neat coin. That's probably one of the best parts about this whole thing. And then damage counters were little beads back then, apparently. That is something I don't remember. Well, because I lost them immediately, but I mean, that's pretty high end. That's pretty interesting. And then of course you've got the deck. I always get chills when I see brand new cards from this era. I mean, it literally transports me back in time to some of the best years of my life. And as you can see, you get an awesome holo card, which was actually part of the set. It's not a special holo, so you actually got an actual holo card for your efforts of getting this theme deck, which is just awesome. And it's Lapras too, so that's cool. So let's go through all these cards in the order that they came. Now everyone knows pre-constructed decks are lame, but just how lame were they back then? Well, first off, in this deck the main theme is water and fire. So you got Lapras. Then you got Magmar. Then you got Horsea. Another Magmar. As you can see, they're sort of mixed up in here. Horsea again. Horsea again. And Horsea again, meaning 4 Horseas. Then you also got Seadra here. And another Seadra. And I'm just gonna guess, yep, Krabby. Krabby is an interesting Pokemon, and water, it's a pretty good standard. But you've got another Krabby, and you got another one, and another one. Yes, you've got full four Krabbies, and then you've got 2 Kinglers. So now you have a 4-2 mixture of Horsea and Seadra and Krabby and Kingler. But then you've also got fire to contend with. So you've got Vulpix here, and another, and another, and then you got Ponyta, which seems kind of random. But you got 2 of them. No, wait, I take it back, you got 3. And, because that's real helpful, right? And you don't have, yeah. Now, for the trainers, that's pretty interesting, because, they're not all going to be from Fossil, because there just weren't enough. But you have Gambler, an Energy Search, Bill, which is, yeah, Bill, and another Bill. Then you got Switch, which is probably one of the best trainers you'll find in this deck, and that's why you've got exactly 2 of them. Potion, you know, never hurts, and another Potion. And then you got Super Potion, which is kind of bad, but, I mean, if you're desperate, I guess. But you got 2 of those, too. Full Heal, which can help, but, you know, it was back in the days of trainers, so you can play as many as you want, but you got exactly 1. And then you get a whole lot of fire energies and a whole lot of water energies. Quite a few, in fact, and there's even some mixed up in there. So when it's all said and done with, this is your lineup. You have 4 Krabby, 2 Kingler, 4 Horsey, 2 Seadra, 1 Lapras, 2 Magmar, 3 Vulpix, and 3 Ponyta. Definitely some help and can be used there. Then you also have these trainers, 2 Super Potion, 2 Potion, 2 Switch, 1 Full Heal, 1 Energy Search, 1 Gambler, 2 Bill, and a bunch of water and fire energies. And that was your deck. So that is Lockdown, your fossil deck. And it's kind of staggering and amazing to think about what passed for a theme deck back then, because this is pretty lame even by back then standards, I think. But still, it was a theme deck, and it's an awesome piece of history that I am so totally psyched to have. So thanks guys for watching me review this awesome theme deck, and it's a piece of fossil and a piece of Pokemon history. So until next time guys, go catch 'em all.